Next one's from Michael Greenberg. And the subject is Friday's WWE Championship match. Hello, Conan, JoJo, D. I hope all is well with you. Been listening almost 2 years now and enjoy the show. My question is, do you think the WWE just cheapened not only Kofi, but all the guys he's beaten to retain the WWE title, but not letting Mr. Meathead, a.k.a. Brock Lesnar, win in 2 seconds?
No.
By letting Mr. Meathead win too. But appreciate your time. P.S. Disco sucks. All right, well, Michael Greenberg sucks too. All right, so let me publicly say that. If you know Michael Greenberg, the guy that just sent this email in, let him know what you think. All right, if you can find him on Twitter, I would let you know what he thinks about being disrespecting me on this thing. I saw nothing wrong. First of all, let me tell you something. The execution of that championship match was terrible. I'm sorry. Kofi just ran up to him and just like jumped into the hold. All right. Let's be honest, because like everybody watches UFC, right? If I was doing that, I would have just said, "Hey, just run and jump," because it looks silly, but like what he did. I would have had him kind of like chilling in the corner, kind of like George Masvidal was against Ben Askren. And just have him like come and do a running knee attempt at him, just to do it, you know, like saying, and have them either catch him out of that or whatever. But him just like running up to him and jumping up into the hole, I didn't like the execution of that at all.
Maybe that's what he was going for.
I agree with you on that. I think he should have come at him something different, and then fucking finally he catches him with something, you know.
Right.
Maybe even since Masvidal made that running knee so famous,
right?
If he would have hit Brock with a running knee and kind of dazed him, done a couple things, then fucking finally he beats him. But
yes.
he did. It did look really cartoonish. He just jumped into it, and that was it.
Right.
You know?
Like I said,
it was almost like an afterthought. But let me just say this, bro. Here's a problem with these fanboys echo chamber that they don't know shit about the business. And if you listen to today's cold opening, which is by Al Snow, and it's great, right, Joe?
Oh yeah, phenomenal.
Wait till you hear it, Disco. It's fucking awesome. But anyways, and that's the problem. You got all these fans that think that they know because they read shit, but you don't know. You have to have experience. Okay, if you haven't been in the business, you haven't worked in the business, you're not behind the scenes, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All this hating on Brock Lesnar. This is a legit badass, a guy who broke Undertaker's streak, a guy who's in the UFC, and I just think fanboys hate him because he doesn't mark out for the product.
UFC heavyweight champion, not just the UFC.
Okay. But they hate him because he doesn't mark out for the product and act like a mark, and he acts like he doesn't give a fuck, and he's antisocial, which obviously gets him heat. But it isn't like he beat, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Kofi got beat by Curtis Axel. Bro, you know, like he got beat by Brock Lesnar.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. And if you looked at the past couple days of me on Twitter, I've been going after the fans like I like to do because they're so easy and they're so wrong. Okay, and they think they're right, and they think they have an edge on me and stuff. But I think you'll find it very difficult to find anybody that would disagree that my prediction was incorrect, or that my prediction was correct. That the reaction of the fans on social media now that the wrestling war started and stuff, bro, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing logging onto Twitter and seeing what these wrestling fans are complaining about. And like you're looking what they're complaining. They're complaining about 185-pound. How much does Kofi weigh?
Yeah, 190, something like that, maybe.
180-pound performance artist. Okay, and then that's the way and that it was disrespectful to the 180-pound performance artist to have the 265-pound UFC champion beat him in about what you would expect if a 185-pound performance artist fought a 265-pound
well, was
UFC
it disrespectful when Goldberg speared Brock Lesnar and beat him in 2 seconds?
Yep.
Was it disrespectful when Masvidal knocked this guy out, Ben Askren, in a few seconds? It happens.
Was it disrespectful when Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo in one of the biggest hype matches in 13 seconds? Bro, shit like this needs to happen every once in a while.
I like that.
It has to happen every once in a while. You need to have the quick squash because, like, if you never have the quick squash, it's like the rest of the matches don't really mean anything because we need to tell the story. Hey, you can go out there and lose in 5 seconds if you don't watch out. You know, it's like doing that once a year, 2 years. Does not seem like an unreasonable avenue to take. Is this so? Is this?
I was totally okay with it. How about you, Joe? Is that something that pissed you and your brethren off, or no?
No, I mean I saw a lot of negativity about it, but for me, it opened the door for Kane to come down and do the big, the ground and pound and whatnot, sets up their match, and it leaves Kofi the opportunity to come back for the rematch when they want to do it. He could just say, "Hey, I got
but Kane didn't
caught,
come out to defend Kofi. Kane came out to defend Ray, so that really doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Yeah. But I mean, as him squashing the guy quickly, opened the door for those guys to be the next big match,
and then it just makes you keep attention to the match. It could end at any moment. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's good.
And Kofi can always say, I'm not going to let that happen again. I made a mistake. Give me a rematch, blah, blah, blah. And he can get a shot back. People think he's done and over with.
He didn't lose to a J-Bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He lost to Brock Lesnar. That's all there is to that.